Hi, everyone. Happy Tuesday. Lori Jeskowitz, Money, Energy, and Manifestation Coach for Coaches, coming to you live. Hello, hello. I am live inside my Being You Financially Free Facebook group. Hello. And I'm also live on Instagram. Good morning. Hello. Okay, I wanted to pop in and share something. This has been on my mind for a couple of days, and I was actually just writing an email to my community of, on my email list. And I wanted to share the story of something that happened over last weekend. So my mom loves going to estate sales, right? And I like them as well. So we kind of got into this kick of going to estate sales, right? And it's fun, and we love particular dishes, and a really great place to find them is at these estate sales. So, we've been going, and it's been a lot of fun, right? So this past weekend, though, we pulled up at this house. We're getting the hang of it, right? Of sometimes there's folks who are real anxious and they're like ready to go. And like my mom and I and my hubby, we kind of like hang back, let everybody else go in, that kind of thing. So anyway, we pull up to this house to go into the estate sale, and I'm like, let's just wait in the car for a second. My mom is like chomping at the bit. I'm like, hold on a second. I'm putting in the coordinates for like the next estate sale that we have right after it. And I look up at the porch of this house because we're parked in the street real close. And I can see this amazing human, right? Like she's on the front porch. Her body is literally leaning into the door. She's like really close to the person. There's one person ahead of her, and she is just like, you can just see, right? Like we all know that our energy, you can see your energy, you can feel energy up to 15 feet outside your body, right? Like we are these electromagnetic forces, right? So I can see her just like, if she could have gone through that person, she would have. She was so close. And I say this with no judgment. This is just monitoring and seeing and observing someone else's energy. I said, Mom, let's just hang here. Let's just wait. We're still about 10 minutes early. So a few minutes later, I just got this nudge to go up. Just, it's time. Go up to the estate sale. I'm like, okay, there was something I was looking for. But anyway, so I said, Mom, come on, let's go. We'll go. So now, mind you, there's probably about 12 to 15 people on the person's front lawn. Like they're standing on the grass. I'm like, no, I'm not standing on anyone's grass. In the house I grew up on, you don't go on the grass, right? So it's just like my early childhood bring up. Do not go on the person's grass. So I'm standing in the driveway, and where I am is here, and where all the people are is 15 feet ahead of me, right? And I'm just like, we're fine. This is cool. Having a really good time just going to this estate sale. It's a Saturday. It's yes, just really breathing in the fresh air, just really appreciating it. All of a sudden, the person that was working the estate sale opens up the front door just a smidge and says, everyone, you're at the wrong door. So all the people on the lawn, the girl on the front porch, the person ahead of her, they're like, you're at the wrong door. They're like, you need to go to the back door. Now, where was I standing? In the driveway. All I had to do was walk forward to get to the back door. I was like, oh, what perfect timing, right? Just perfect timing. And so I'm like, okay, so I'm like, come on, Mom. So we walk up, we get to the door, and I can see the worker. And I just I'm like, do you want us to come in, or was it just to line up here? He's like, yep, just line up here. Give me 1 second. No problem. So, cause it's still early. They don't open for another 5 or 6 minutes, right? So all of a sudden, this amazing human who had been on the front porch comes up behind me, and she's real close, right? Real close, hi, and she's right next to me. And I've got I'm on the side of the door handle, and she's on the side of the door with the hinges. Again, amazing human. I say this with no judgment. And she goes, with this very stressed energy, I think we should line up in the order of which we got here. You have not been here. And I was like, I like really taken aback because I was not expecting this. And I was like just flabbergasted because I was like, what's the rush, right? Like, it's not even open yet. Like, what's going on? And so my mom was like, I said, absolutely. I said, anyone who is here ahead, like who would like to go in ahead of me, please do so. So, I opened the door and I'm like, go on in. So, a few minutes later, the person is just like moving her way through, and I lost track of her and I forgot all about her. But it was just, I went through the sale, all the things, everything was cool. I get home and I could not shake this feeling of something that had been said to me earlier in the day of the same day. So like, this is how universe works, right? Like, it's not just like through one thing. It's like, it's through multiple things coming at you sometimes. And someone had said to me, one of my clients actually, Lori, when you talk, you come from such an energy of abundance and you come from such an energy of there's no lack. And I hadn't noticed that before. So it's like, for those that are coaches, like our clients share and teach so much with us, right? And I hadn't noticed it. But when I tied those two pieces together with the person at the estate sale, again, this amazing human who I am so thankful for the opportunity to see the difference it is in energy and to what I noticed, because it was really so, powerful to see. And how this is going to help all of you is coming in 1 second. So I was like, okay, this person's energy at the estate sale coming from lack, not enough. There's probably something there that she wanted too. She must have been there from the previous day, right? There was something she wanted. But here's the thing. Day 2 is the half off sale. That's when all the prices go half off. So now I'm starting to like formulate the pieces of like, she saw something. She didn't want to pay full price. She waited. I can't imagine the stress that she must have been feeling. Okay. I can't imagine, because I could feel her stress just by looking at her when I saw her lined up. And this is like where your money beliefs and where your manifesting energies come into play. And this is the places that they hide in your day-to-day life. This is why manifesting is not a must, or it's not a nice to have. It's a freaking must have. Because when you are learning to manifest, you are regulating your energy. You are regulating your nervous system. You will no longer tolerate any energies that do not support you or help you move forward. You will not go stand on the porch with the person who is like literally leaning like every physical way into that house without actually being in it. You won't go near that person, not because they're like not a good person or because they're a bad person. It's because their energy is literally repelling you. Right? Like, you are being repelled because your energy, your vibration, your frequency does not match for that. So so how universe was using this whole situation, I was not going on that porch. There was no way. And because I didn't go on that porch, I was in like the perfect alignment to get to that garage. Now or to the back door. Like, I had a choice. I could have said, no, this is like, but honest to God, because I don't hold on to the how, because I'm not trying to figure out how I'm going to get something, that releases the urgency and the energy of freaking lack. Because I know if something is in there and it's meant for me to have, I will have it. I don't have to get there at 6 a.m. I don't have to, literally like physically force my way through. I don't have to be, unkind, in fact, these energies will actually repel you from what you want. And the thing that you're going after, you won't be there. It won't be there. Or if it is there, you're not going to be attracted to it, right? Like, this is how energy works. So when people are like, oh, manifesting, it's something I'll get to later. Please hear me on this. Manifesting isn't just like some bonus fun frill thing. Manifesting is the way you're actually physiologically wired, right? Your mind, we use the power of the mind, the things that we want, the focus, the intention, the thoughts, the words, all of those things. It doesn't just work in manifesting. It shows up when if you're a coach, when you're coaching your client, you are building a relationship with universe, spirit, source, mother nature, God, whatever you call your higher power. You're actually building a relationship with that power. When you do that, this power is like, hey girl, what's up? In your coaching conversations, nudging you through intuition, speaking through downloads, the freebie to make, the post to put on your social media, spirit, source, mother nature, God becomes what do they call those people? You're like marketing expert, like you're, oh gosh, the word's escaping me, but that's what universe becomes. Like in charge of your marketing, in charge of your, hey, say this, do this. There's a person around the corner that needs to hear this. This whole live is coming through because I felt the nudge to share this, because oftentimes manifesting can be thought of as something just frilly, like, oh, you want that car, or oh, you want this, or you want that. Like, yes, it works for those things too, but it's working for those things because you have a relationship, right? Like you have relationship, you are managing your energy. There's no lack. There is an abundance of the things that you're looking for. It's just going to be in different ways. And sometimes when you might be feeling like I missed out on something, it's like, oh, hold on. No. Something is being rearranged here. When that is your lens, that is an abundance mindset. When it's a lack mindset is when you are like, I missed out on that. I lost that. Shit, I messed that up, right? Like these are the ways that a lack mindset can sneak in. So why I'm sharing this with you today is this is a really great way for you to really start to, what energy, what mindset am I coming from? Because you can't see it because you are the picture in the frame, right? Like, so imagine like a picture frame. If I have one around me, right? But like a picture frame of say you and your family. You can't see outside of the picture frame. You can only see what's directly in front of you. You can't see to the sides. You can't see up. You can't see down. You can only have the view and perspective of which you have inside that frame. That is it. That is the limit of that frame. So, but when someone else like me here shares, okay, have you recognized, can you see this in yourself? How do you feel when, you see a line or you're like, crap, I need to get in there. I should have come earlier. Are you beating yourself up, right? Check in. What is that mindset? What is the energy you're coming from? Because that is what you are pulling more towards you. So, yes, manifesting is a powerful thing that can bring you the cars, the houses, the people, the situations, the clients, all of those things. And it's also this wonderful energy that wants to work with you inside your freaking business. It wants to make your life easy. It wants to, instead of throwing spaghetti at the wall, which is sometimes what it can feel like when you're building your business, whether it's your coaching business, whether it's your whatever business, right? It can feel like you're just throwing, let me try this, let me try this, let me try this, and just see what sticks. But when you know your manifesting energy, when you are working on your frequency, when you are working on the energy that you are coming from, the energy that you are emanating, when you are doing all of those things, you open up to a perspective that's outside the frame. You see so many other things that oh, wait a second, why am I getting this idea? Like this video. I've had this idea since Saturday. We are on Tuesday. Perfect timing. This is actually, I'm writing an email. This video is going to go in the email. I see how listening and following the nudge, right? It wasn't time on Saturday. It was time today. And by being in tune with my manifesting energies, I'm using them in my business. So I am going to be hosting an amazing workshop. It's going to be live online workshop next week. It's actually exactly a week from today. It's on May 9th at 11 a.m. Eastern time. It's going to be held inside my Being You Financially Free Facebook group. For all the people in that group, say hi. It's going to be held in there. So if you go to the link in my bio, it's in the link tree, very top link, click it. You go ahead, get signed up. There's all kinds of more details and information. Grab that, get signed up. come to the workshop. We are going to be talking about the 3 shifts to actually unblock your abundance. And when you uncover the 3 shifts to unblock your abundance, you're going to see how the abundance mindset is a part of this. You're going to start to see like, oh my goodness. Because let me just say, money, the clients, everything you want is all around you. It's all around you. When we can just make these shifts, it's like parting the curtains behind stage, right? It's like, so it's just moving those curtains, and you get to then be on the stage of manifesting. You get to be then on the stage of your business, in your life, with your family, those things that you want and desire. The ways to have what you're looking for become visible. You get to part the curtains, and you're no longer in the frame. You're seeing all the possibilities around you. So come to the workshop. We're going to be deep diving into all of this. And if you're already coming to the workshop, bring a friend, share this link, get the word out, because it's just really powerful. Like sometimes people think like manifesting, like The Secret. Yes, all those things, but there's so much in the book, The Secret, that they don't tell you. I love the book, and it kind of pissed me off because they make it seem like just read this book and you'll be good to go. It's not. It's not. It's not so much about what you need to do or get to do. It's uncovering and peeling off the layers so you can step out of the frame and see all around you. It's removing the blocks to your abundance and getting those suckers out of the way. And we're going to talk about 3 things, these 3 shifts, like they're already in your life. All you need to do is tap into them, and it's like, it just blows everything up for you. I've used this. One of my clients just manifested $50K last week. I manifested $74,900 last month. It's like this perpetual thing of like, you're just on this ride, and like you buckle up and you just don't want to get off. And that is what manifestation actually is. It's a ride you don't want to get off, because everything, I'm going to say almost everything. It's not all, roses and unicorns and sunshine. There are days, even myself, I want to rip my hair out because I'm like, okay, but abundance mindset says, don't quit. Abundance mindset says, okay, how am I actually leveling up here? How is this actually bringing me to the next thing I need to know to go to the next step in my manifesting practice? Lack mindset says, fuck this, I'm done, I'm quitting. Right? And no judgment, because I've been there too. No judgment, I've been there too. So I totally get it. Really checking in with that mindset and all of that goodness. Okay, so May 9th, next week, link is in the bio. Get signed up. Bring a friend. We're going to be talking about like this and so much more. You're going to really be uncovering because like one of the natural things, like when I talk about manifesting is we're going to get into the energy of it. We're going to get into like how you can like start to feel the people around you. Because as you actually tune into your energy and your vibration, it's a game changer. It's like you doing this work for yourself first is what sets the way forward so that your practice just explodes. It's really set up in a super cool way. Okay, that's all I've got. I'm so excited. Who's here? Hey, Danielle. Hello. Hello. It's so good to see you here. Good morning. I hope this live was awesome and all the things. Oh, and P.S., I just want to come to the stress part for one moment from the amazing human that showed me so much this past weekend. I wish I had her name because I just want to just thank her and just have so much gratitude for her, because she showed me so much about myself, about like just all the things. And this is also the ways and the sneaky parts where like that lack energy is hiding in your day-to-day. Right. And there's another thing here that was hiding, because when I saw the girl towards the end of the estate sale, she had this amazing book in her hand, which I didn't want. It wasn't that. But she grabbed, it was like a cookbook. And the person had passed, so it was probably 50 or 60 years of recipes. Like you could see like the tattered pages. You could see all the thing, like all the yummy goodness tucked in there, right? I do not like to cook, so that is not going to be on my shelf. But I was like, girl, you saw that yesterday, you know, like, because the whole pieces were coming together. How long have you been worried? How much extra energy and stress did you expend because you were worried that that book wouldn't be there? But by waiting, you saved the half off, right? And I get it, because when there isn't enough money, when that might be the only option, and the way that she could have gotten that money was to wait for it to go half off, or maybe payday was the next day. I don't know. But this is how lack of funds, money, also shows up in your life, and why you're not meant and wired to live that way. Like, stress is like eating you alive. Like, we are not meant to live that way. We are meant to live with an abundance mindset. She showed me so much of why I do this work, and y'all are going to get to benefit so much, because that is actually taking a toll on you physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, of not having enough money. And I want you to have as much money as you can, even like beyond what you could even imagine, so that you're not worrying and stressing about, I have to wait to the next day to come back when that's half off. I have to like get there first in line, and just like in her energy, just pushing forward. She showed me so much, and I am so grateful for her. And I want to end this lack of abundance, lack of money, not having enough, or having to wait to the next day, or whatever, right? Because everyone is truly where they are. It's not that you're doing anything wrong. It's not that it's bad. It's just a shift in mindset. It's just a shift from lack to abundance. It's just seeing a few times of, holy shit, that amount of money just showed up for me. Are you kidding me? Because it changes everything. It changes everything for you. And when you start to see the abundance, and you start to see what's around you, and you start removing these blocks to let it in, it's crazy town. It's crazy town with how exciting this gets to be. I don't want to see anyone under any kind of stress. I don't want to see anyone expelling and expending any kind of energy like that, of like, oh gosh, if I don't get in there right now, there's not going to be enough. And she actually had to leave like the day before without what she really wanted. I don't want anyone to have to make decisions based on, do I have enough money or do I not have enough money? I want people making decisions based on, this is a hell yes for me. I truly want this. My alignment is screaming, girl, get this. And I have the money to do it. I don't want money to be controlling a single person a moment longer. And that's what learning how to manifest will do for you. Come to the workshop next week, May 9th, 11 a.m. Eastern. I will see you there. Link is in my bio. All right. Mwah. All right, everybody. Take care.